goals in your first development camp. What was working so well for you out there today?
I don't know. Just had good line mates, good passes. All worked out.
And when you look at Team White in the start of the second half, extended time in the zone that continued throughout, what was the different level you all were able to reach with your offense in that second half?
I don't know. I think we just got the pucks in, worked pretty hard, just competed, and it worked out there too. So.
Let's talk about whirlwind of a month. You're drafted by the Devils in the 6th round. You come to your first development camp. What has really stood out to you, and what have you loved the most over the last few weeks?
I don't know. I came here knowing no one, leaving with some pretty good friendships. It was a lot of fun, good time, really good experience, and great players here. So it was great.
The best part of hockey, the handshake line, everyone's cheering, everyone's having a good time. You talk about everyone having a great camp, but that level of competition out there was really strong. What did you see from the other Devils prospects?
They're all really good players, a lot of skill. They all work super hard, so credits to them, and good luck to them in the future too. So.
And it's a Friday. There's full stands here. What can you say to the fans in your first experience here in New Jersey?
Yeah, thanks for coming. It's really special, great experience. So, yeah, thanks again.
Cole, congrats on the win. Thanks for joining us.
So a second camp, so what does it sort of feel like going through the whole thing all over again, and what do you take from it a second time around?
I mean, first of all, it's just a great week, having gone through it now and again, I can't say if this one was better than last year or last year was better than this year. It was just a lot of fun. I was just talking to someone else, and how they can make a group of guys just really love hockey in July. Playing a full 5-on-5 game is not that easy, but they just did such a good job getting us bonded and all the off-ice stuff, and it ended up just being the most fun week. So I love it here, and it's a great camp. I think the second time around, a little bit, not an older guy, but just got a little bit of experience with just all the staff and facilities, so it was a little easier this time around, but yeah.
And in a camp like this, what do you start to learn about what is expected of someone who will be a New Jersey Devil?
I think, they talk about compete, connection, the 3 C's. It's just you just gotta be a good guy, really. I mean, it's not much to it. You work hard, you come in prepared, and just be a team player and see where the chips fall.
How meaningful is it to have someone like Wino who's here with you guys on the ice when you do, hear from him time to time during the season?
Yeah, Wino's the best. I think, it's funny if you ask him, we were chirping each other all week, just going back and forth. He makes the season real easy for me. He's just the best resource to have. But, once I hear at camp, we were kind of going at it. We had, sparks were flying. A little bench press competition was supposed to happen. It didn't end up happening. I mean, every time I go to look for him, he's kind of gone. So he claims he can throw up this big weight and he's going to crush me. But every time I go to look for him, he's not there. Things like that. And then in the hike yesterday, I was kind of doing laps around him. But, he'll never admit that. But, no, he's the best, though. I love working with him, and he's helped me a lot.
You mentioned learning what it takes to be a New Jersey Devil, but you mentioned competition. But what about going to West Point, learning that kind of camaraderie, and also things like going to the hospital and doing these things in the community? Because obviously being a New Jersey Devil is more than just what you do on the ice. It's you as a person.
Yeah, obviously, I definitely feel part of the organization, but I'm not a New Jersey Devil yet. But with the hospital stuff, I think I've talked to some people about it. Just my brother was kind of in that hospital once, and Ken Danico brought the cup through, and my parents, I know they loved that. So being in that hospital again, talking to the kids that were kind of not the same position my brother was in, but stuff like that. It definitely felt special, almost going back through that, and that was really cool just to be able to feel part of the community like that. And then the West Point was unbelievable. I mean, first of all, the way they treated us and what they let us come into their lives and show us around like that, it was pretty special. That's not something you get to do every now and then. So beautiful place, unbelievable facility, and just top notch.
Obviously, you were here last year, leading into your freshman season. How did the development camp help you in your game as you went into that first year of college hockey? And how do you think this camp maybe even help you as you enter sophomore?
Honestly, it helps you as much as you let it. So, for me, talking to all the staff and, learning from all the trainers and the dev camp coaches, taking every bit of advice they can give. And then, the older college guys that were here last year, just all, there was Michigan alums here last year, just helping me out, giving me any advice I could get, and then just obviously playing against, bigger, stronger, older guys, it's never going to do you wrong in this type of situation. So all that stuff is a big factor. Everything can help you if you let it. So I think just taking what you can.
Interesting playing with some Michigan State guys on their side.
Yeah, there was a little bit of chirps flying around. Me and Victor are good buddies, and I got pretty close with Eric. So he's an alum now, so I can kind of let my guard down around him. But Victor's still got to come in. I'm sure he feels the same way about me. So, but we're good buddies.
You kind of have that unique story of being here, knowing this room quite well, or not this room, but the arena. I mean, what was this week like for you?
It was really cool. Like I grew up playing like around the area, and then when I was like 16, I started playing at the Peru. Never been on this side of the Prudential Center, in the Devils locker room and their facilities and stuff, but still in the summers I skate here, do a lot of training here, so just to be on this side of it was just incredible, and it felt nice going out on the ice that I know fairly well, and it was an incredible week.
Why was working with hockey in New Jersey so important to you? I know it's something that you've done, when you're back here. Why is that so important to you?
It's just awesome, like to be able to like share the passion and the love that I have for the game to people who may not have gotten the chance to play hockey. They do like an unbelievable amount of equipment and clothing drives so kids can play, and the coaching they get is awesome. It's just a bunch of volunteers and people who just truly care, and they just want people to feel that same love for the game that we all love. So I figured, I'm from New Jersey, and I'd love to do whatever I can to help out a little bit. And Mike Liu, Dennis Rupi, Danielle Dureski, they all run it, and they do an unbelievable job. And I figured I'd love to be a part of it. So I'd just go and coach when I could a couple of years back.
What did you get out of that experience?
I think I got more than the kids got, to be honest with you. Like you see so much like joy and like cheer from these kids who may not have the best lives at home, may not have the best social lives or I guess honestly like safety or whatever. So seeing that, and they get to come out there and they're smiling, they're having fun, doing honestly just getting better and working. It is such a unbelievable experience, and I wish I had more time away from school and stuff, and I'd be there a lot more, but.
And you just try and get here whenever you can. Is that it? Do you still help out when you can?
It's
a little tougher
yeah,
now,
it's tougher now that I've been in school. It was more so when I was in juniors playing in New Jersey.
Right.
I'd stop by and.
I know some of them came to see you. I guess the 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's awesome. It just means that maybe you left an impression on some kids. So, that's the goal when you're trying to inspire.
And talking about inspiring, what did you get out of this camp this week, and what you've sort of learned about what is expected if you're in an organization like this?
Mr. Fitzgerald just said, just competition and compete, and you have to get better and you have to want to get better. So, like the tangible skills, they'll come, the skating, the shot, the hands, like they'll come with training. But the intangible things like that desire to compete and that effort and attitude every time you show up to the rink, I think that's what separates the pros from the amateurs. And I definitely got a flavor of that with a lot of guys here that will be playing in this league someday. So, yeah, it was incredible.
Thanks, Luke. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm just wondering, now that it's all wrapped up, how has this week been, and just your overall impressions of a first development camp?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, getting here and meeting all the new prospects and stuff, and the coaches and all the staff here is extraordinary. Like, they make you feel right at home, and coming here and just being able to play the game you love and just go out there, reduce the stress and just have fun was really awesome. And I enjoyed the week, and using the resources moving forward is going to be really fun.
I know one of the things that Tom Fitzgerald really emphasizes is what it means to be a New Jersey Devil, that type of dedication. What did you learn about what they hope from who their players are?
Yeah, it's just the number one thing, first and foremost, compete. We preached on it, we harped on it, and just bring your game. What the player you are got you here today. Just don't try and be something you're not. Compete, work hard, and if you're a skilled guy, you got to get under sticks. You got to be hard to play against. You can't take a back seat to anybody. So I feel playing with speed and the identity the Devils are starting to build here, and have shown they've built is I'm really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it.
How was yesterday and all that you guys got to do up at West Point?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, going through those team builders and stuff was really cool to see. You're doing stuff you don't normally do. You're meeting people that you normally don't get the chance to meet on a daily basis, and just listening to them and talking to them and using their wisdom is really an eye opener. It gives you a respect to what they do, and going through that, a lot of the boys had some fun, some laughs, and it was challenging for sure.
And what do you sort of take from this experience going into next season? in what way do you benefit from this, knowing what the next step of your career is?
It's just, like I said, taking all the resources and use them. You got to take advantage of everybody around you. For me, it's just continuing to get stronger and faster. That's one thing that I really want to work on. I'm committed to doing that, and I think being here and meeting the staff, they're invested in me as a player, and I'm really looking forward to working with them and just showing them my commitment to getting better. I'm a young player, but this is a first step in the road, and it was exciting getting my toes in the water.
Thanks, Cam.